Do do. Ba. Alright, yeah, this sounds good. What a good way to start the stream. Hello. Hi, Thunders. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club again. And, yeah, I know I'm kinda late to Doki Doki Literature Club's, release. The new one. But I didn't have the money to buy it at the time. But I get to play it now, and I get to look at all the little details. Before Sayori does that one thing that's not super happy. They commit the big sad. The biggest sad. As long as I enjoy it. Yeah, that's fair. I do enjoy it. As you can see, it's 1:23 p.m. So, it's a good part of midday. What am I doing right now? Wait, what am I doing? Right, I was getting along with Natsuki's story at the moment, wasn't I? That would be... Weather! Why are you here? I don't need you, Weather. Oh. Come on, Doki Doki Lit Club. 10 hours difference. Wait, that means it's night for you. 10 hours before, 10 hours after. It's still night. Hey, boy. Yep. 36 minutes to midnight. Oh, okay. Ah, my tongue. So, if I remember right, this one's Natsuki's story. I have multiple different saves. Wait, what was this one for? It's not important. I think that's a beginning save. So this one's important for Yuri's. This one's Sayori's. What'd you crunch? Chocolate, are you alright? Ah! You're such a weirdo. Okay, stop. I have a stream to do. Go! Go be a good boy. Go be a good boy somewhere else! Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna finish up Natsuki's... Oh jeez. I'm gonna finish up Natsuki's thing after checking Yuri and Sayori. And then Natsuki. I'm going to save it, and then I'm gonna check the others too. Natsuki is not my favorite. My least favorite character, but you know what? At least they're cute. I'm sorry. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Uh, yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Um, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that she's been... that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. Oh, it's fine, I didn't really notice. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they tried to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even... Hello? Someone else in the voice chat? I can't tell. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I'm gonna check if someone's in the voice chat. No, yeah, no one's in the voice chat. What did I hear? Hi, boy. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all this, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But
took you a long time to read?
I was reading it aloud, didn't you hear? Well, I just don't read script very often. That is a lie. I do a lot of script kind of writings. It's where what they mean is that they don't read a cursive font most of the time. Not a script.
Got it.
You don't read cursive.
Go, have fun.
God. A script is different. A script is where you have a character and then you have what the character does or says after it. Usually what I do when I'm writing a kind of script setting is that I write the character and then I write a few action, like I put a comma and then a few actions of what the character is doing, or like something that the character might be doing, like X character laughing. Like I write the character's name, I put a comma, and then I put an action of what they're doing, and people understand that they're doing this something. Then I put a colon, and then I write down what they're saying. That's how I write some script writings to make it easy on me to like practice writing dialogue, because that's what I do normally while writing dialogue. It's because I want to have a better way into making my mind transition from doing dialogue and action, because I don't get how people do that for the most part. But anyway, that isn't important.
Huh? And that's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was pretty descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
You have a fetish for ghosts?
We don't talk about that.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Wait, first you say I took too long to read it, and now you're saying I only glanced over it? I read it aloud. Shut the fuck up, Yuri.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Like my fetish, lingering in a past place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon, to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. There we go. I'm sorry. I have a hard time reading because I just haven't gotten used to reading. I know I got excited and brought out my books and like talked about the book series I've read, but comparatively I only read like what, 2 book series, and like I read a few book series. And like for the most part, I'm not a big reader. That's the point. But I do love reading, but I also hate it. And it's like, I like reading something once, but I have a hard time rereading it. Unless it's a comic, I can reread that all the time. Because, you know, pictures, it's easier to digest. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
You shouldn't.
Sayori! This is a good poem, Gage. Are you sure it's your first time?
Don't ask me why that's funny. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Yes, mainly haikus. You know, 5, 7, 5. Really good poems. They can be deep, or they can be shitposts that I make. For the most part, whenever I write a haiku, it's not to be serious. It's just to make 575, and it's about how much I love haikus. Haikus, for the most part, are fantastic poems.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Like I said before, Gage. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! I read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed.
making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a bit. Can't answer just a bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point of arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, that's kind of uncharacteristic. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, well, I guess I look forward to it. Do. Natsuki time. The one I wrote the poem for. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this so, when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I want to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you've ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you like it? You liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go and announce it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, kids can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Can you shut up, dog? I love you. Here. You wanting your kisses and your pets? Aw.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. It's a neat poem. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. Oh wait. Yeah. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you've learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. It's actually really sweet. Aww. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. No more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes fall on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk in one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? You just completely missed the symbolism or something. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Gage did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring.
See, here's the one thing I don't like about these two in general. They're both kind of snobbish. Like, it's like, it doesn't really matter between the two. They both just come off kind of really rude to each other. About their, like, own ways of thinking.
Which I haven't yet. And Gage liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Gage appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Gage started showing up.
Natsuki? Stop making me feel bad about my breast inflation fetish. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
I like the papyrus voice better.
I don't like you like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turn towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. Oh no.
Gage? She's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't be happening in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gage.
Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gage the Goat?
Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course it's going to be... Help me, Sayori! Yeah, this one's the Natsuki save. I'm gonna go into the Sayori save now.
Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But there's lies and unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Goat is terrified by cute anime girls. God damn it. This legitimately scared me. Shut up. Ah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Nearly fall out of my chair. I nearly had a heart attack. I'm sorry. Oh wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Sarah glances at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You're clearly in a rush this morning. But your hair is sticking out around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out.
Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button up her blazer. Bob, once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. It's so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does all kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm just happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The buttons might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh no! Not only Yuri, but Sayori too. You both have an breast inflation thing. God, this is so dumb. Bad joke, I'm sorry. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time.
And it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Monica! She just rushes in on our pleasant conversation.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't you share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Gage, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. That was stuff we all read before. Must have been. I'm gonna check the history anyway. Not much inspiration, never really done it before. Yeah. All the same. Monica?
You reread my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Gage. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, new here and everything, suggestions, club activities, do better, I'm always listening.
Yeah, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid. Blah blah blah, Sylvan.
Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Gage. We're all a little embarrassed today, don't you know? Sort of barrier get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write. Like,
is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. But the way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading too much into it? You're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Yes, that's the point of the voice. Well, in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. I see that you were writing about depression and joy. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either.
I can press the skip button here. Shit.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Gage.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori.
You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. You know, I feel the same with this statement, but I've been told so many times that I'm actually good that I don't know how to feel about it. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a gauge poem. And that makes me feel a little extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. Okay, now I can press the skip button. That's okay. How much of yours can I skip? Okay. Gage, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What are you expecting me to believe, that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the poem, of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. And painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Huh? Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Wow, this is gonna be a bunch of skipping over text. No! That was nearly a catastrophic failure. Say progress. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right?
I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them.
Ah, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy.
Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
We continued reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page.
Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it in my own volition.
We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a bit. You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt than you in a lot of ways.
But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Gage, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that kind of thing.
I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Sorry, Monica showed up and I started burping.
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time to wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry, if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
The hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer that I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll do a little more reading tonight.
It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it into my bag. Oh shit, right. Monica has different words every time, too.
Great job, Gage the Goat. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I'm going to have to decapitate you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel.
That one was bad. I'm glad I have a literal can. Like an oil drum can kind of thing next to me. With a trash bag in it. My trash can. Okay, baby, I should not mix those again. Maybe it's a problem with the dispenser. That specific soda. Ugh.
Or letting them deeply analyzing all the nuances. Can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
Thank you, Monica. Natsuku. She looks so proud of herself. Beat her in with a shovel. Click the skip button. Wait, can I? Oh, I can. This does nothing. As Yuri reads my poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Oh. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written lots of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not. I write a bunch of haikus. Deal with it. I love haikus. I wrote a bunch of haikus. I once written a bunch of haikus just to communicate with someone in Discord. And like, it was an hour-long conversation with me using haikus just to communicate. It was hilarious.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell.
Specific writing okay,
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. God, can this game not give me some weird vibes? I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Gage.
Me too. Boom, bow, boom, bow, boom, bow, boom, bow, boom, bow, bow. Okay. Just because I'm here, I'll do Yuri's first. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri?
Huh?
You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Oh, well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or fine someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clutches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps take a walk to clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hand and throws it in the trash. Oh. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Gage, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about my titties. I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright.
Well, mostly. Gage, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Gage, you ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's really been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Gage, it's nice that I spent time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Shit. No. Load. My history for this one. Wait. Oh no. Wait. Sarah was on top. This one's Natsuki's. Yuri. You're really talented. Well. But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain to back myself up. I think that conveying your feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah. It did, didn't it? Aha. Nyahaha. Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki. I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Ah.
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
He finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri.
Hmm?
Yuri looks at me, dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help to feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so.
Hey. It's not like you need to apologize for me, Gage. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori? Sayori confirmed lesbian?
I'll go make some tea. Huh? I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Gage. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So joining the club was responsible.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we'll all relax a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what a club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Hehe.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Magical skip button. This one is the Natsuki save file, I remember because it's at the bottom. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Huh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Gage? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and...
Don't ask me why I find that funny. It's not funny. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Oh jeez, that was the worst option. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monica. Look at that face! She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. You're fine. For now. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Too bad. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. About time for me to click that sweet skip button. Embrace. Childhood. Cheer. Misfortune. Which one liked misery? She likes misery. And bed. Grief? What the fuck? Suicide is Yuri's thing. So is death? What about death? Okay, what the fuck is going on? This is double clicking for no fucking reason. Happiness. Prayer. Dark.
memories. Together. Empty. Capable. Ah, whatever. I don't need perfect poems! Scars. Smile. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. Okay. So maybe I should do that before I, hop over to the next, file. Because it would save me so much time. And also, if I forget, the game will just remind me itself. Maybe I should just play the entire days before I go through. Loaded. This one is Natsuki, so vanilla. What the fuck? Milk. Fluffy. Doki Doki. God. No, I'm upset with the double clicking. The hell's with the double clicking? What is wrong with my goddamn mouse? Acting up. Clicking when it shouldn't be, and then it's releasing a click when it shouldn't be. Really annoying. I think there might be some stuff, gunk, inside of it, which just sucks. I have to somehow open this thing up just to fix it. Whatever. Okay, no. I am reloading this one. Pure, fluffy swimsuit. Play? Damn it. This is Natsuki's. God damn it. No, I'm gonna try making sure. Sticky. I remember that one. Ink. Strawberry. Wait. It'll be fine. Twirl. Bouncy. Whatever. Clouds. Kitty. God damn it. Oh, I'm reloading. I don't care. I'm reloading that one. I know it's not supposed to be perfect, but fuck it. I'm upset. Funny. Cute. Swimsuit. Daydream? Okay. Bouncy. What the fuck? I'm just gonna...
Yeah, that works better for me. Instead of using my mouse to click like I'm... Clouds. I'm just gonna use my mouse to aim and click with my hand thing. Comfort, rose, okay, whatever. Sing, no, oof. Skirt. Kitty. Sticky. There. Natsuki is set up. No. Disoriented. Philosophy. Melancholy. After image. Pleasure. Wrath. Essence. Lust. Unrestrained. Variance. Breath. Heaven sent. Vertigo. Uncanny. Eternity. Passion. Okay, whatever. Okay. Unending. Vivacious. Infallible. And here we go with the Aries. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room as usual, Ting greets me. Hi, Gage. Yo, Sayori. You look like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Turns it upside down, lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry, but
leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I'm gonna cut this off at the 2-hour mark. It's not because I don't want to continue on, it's actually because I don't feel well at the moment. And to explain this, yesterday I went to work, but only after 3 hours of working I started hacking my lungs out. So I went home to take rest. It was okay with my bosses, they understood. It's like an after effect of COVID, so I've been coughing this entire time throughout stream. About that. But I always had the worst coughs after getting sick. And yeah, if I would have worked any longer than those 3 hours, I probably would have been really messed up. But anyway, I got a few cough drops to deal with it a bit. I'm just glad that I could be streaming.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yes, good excuse. You're reading a horror.
Yuri. Tell Gage to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. And besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got far too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I need to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, huh? Isn't there? Huh? Isn't there, you little bit?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have even come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Yeah. Ow. What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab on about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Yeah,
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sarah hugs the cookie. Please, just eat it. Sarah rapidly tears open the wrapper, takes a big bite.
Oh, good.
Mmm. Suddenly, Sarah clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. I think I might also stream tomorrow. I'm most definitely gonna stream on the 31st. I'm going to make it Mad Father, and I'm gonna be playing through Blood Mode. I just want to play some Doki Doki Literature Club right now to, you know, before the psychological horror bits. And to have a little fun before I get to that, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna get through this Yuri day, and Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sarah gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sari off of her. Sari suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sari trots away to safety. Yuri laughs as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where is Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think that she has a... Wouldn't be a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Shut up, Yuri. You're the best girl.
That's true.
Excuse me.
Okay. Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Ah, well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Gage.
Monica smiles sweetly after bashing all the other PNGs out of the way with her I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everything is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back into her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet, where she belongs. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
God, I hate tea. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, kind of filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher, and also a fetcher and an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, her moves really contrast her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Other than second-guessing, you know. And a little clumsy with her speech.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping engage in club activities? Eh?
Uh... Uh...
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Gage.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. We Fortnite dance down the hallway. We're just sliding. Our feet do not walk, they only glide. Once in the hallway, suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
Spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Gage, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because what you interpret as bad is just a symptom of your depression. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't hide them away. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. See, this is also a problem I have. I kind of over-exaggerate how big a problem really is to me. Like, someone got angry at me. Someone I like a lot got really angry at me for a way I spoke. And the way I spoke was basically, man, I'm having a really bad time due to this minor inconvenience. And I spoke of the minor inconvenience as if it were like a plague. Like, really upset them because they thought I was in like an actually excruciatingly bad mood. But I explained that I was just over-exaggerating a small problem. It was nothing to be angry about. Just a minor inconvenience that is something that bothered me. I just spoke of it as how it bothered me. But in the way I speak, the way I talk of things, I usually over-exaggerate things to make a point. Which makes a problem when I'm making a point of something small. Kind of really irritated them. I feel bad about it. Anyway, other than that, I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
A friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Gage, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway,
Yeah. Shall we go?
yeah. Yuri and I walked towards the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we turn to the classroom.
Gage, do you like oolong tea?
No, not at all. But I'll try it anyway.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only ever be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Gage. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Now watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Gage, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Yeah? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. At my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Same. But I don't have big titties. Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's mostly because of my fat fucking titties.
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes. Posture. That's why I should sit on the floor. We should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the books. Get the book. How old is her character? Hold on a second, I'm doing a Google search. Don't... Okay, I guess Yuri is 18. So I'm legally allowed to reference her tits.
Isn't that something that you actually legally need to do for these kinds of games? Like, you have to have every character 18 or else it's, like, illegal due to the fact that it's a dating simulator? I don't know. Well, dating simulator. Oh, Matsuki is also 18. She's 4'11"? Matsuki's short. Yuri's only 5'5"? Huh. Why do we have a very detailed thing of Monika's age? She's only 5'3"? That's weird. Yes, I am Googling characters and their things. Shut up. I'm interested. Huh. Neat. Sorry. Looking at the lore. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. The bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. I hope you guys didn't see that. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. But this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until his shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand is not... That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading, and not slapping those giant fat fucking mommy milkers. I'm in the clear. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Eh, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the page. Ah, you're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. Apprehensively, I place the chocolate in her mouth. You know, whenever I'm distracted with video games, my brother... Okay, this is actually fully related. Sometimes I'm distracted with playing video games. My brother comes to me, he has like some food in his hand, and I don't even know what it is yet. I'm still gaming, I'm still winning the fight, and then like I just eat whatever he's trying to put in my face. It's like, I'm still focused. And like, I'm able to have a conversation with him too. It's just, I'm gaming. And I got some food. It's actually really nice, by the way. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as if she needs to confirm what just happened. Did she just drop the chocolate, or did she eat it? Did she actually eat it? Gage. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well... You were just helping. And that's something that friends do. Right? I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. Situation has got really tense. All my muscles in my body just squished together. I have become the monster of the video game. Oh, PB, it's okay. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. You're a good girl. I'm sorry if I woke you up. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding, strangling itself. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. I'm watching you, bitch. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I mean, that's typically what happens when you breathe! I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. That's kind of some weird kinky stuff. Please don't describe anymore. Oh shit, fuck. Thank you, Monica. That scared me, by the way. Okay, everyone. Ugh. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Gage the goat. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. With that, I am going to save here. I'm physically too tired to continue. I'm sorry. Well, continue with playing. I got some more song. Can I add these songs to a playlist? That was nice, by the way. Sunshine, eagles, ghost under the light, hole in the wall. I didn't double fucking click. I fucking hate that. This is all really nice. Look at Sayori with her cookie. I think these two should be like actual best friends, to be honest. I may not get the secrets. What do you mean secrets? What are you hiding from me, Dan? I'll find you out later, Dan. Oh! I have more side stories. Balance, respect, understanding, trust. These are really cute drawings, by the way. Well, oh boy. My computer being bad. Maybe not. I think my computer's doing well enough. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you for... Oh, hold on a second. I got something to check first. Hey, Thunders. If you're still in stream, I recommend checking your computer. You know, make sure that you haven't fallen asleep with it on. Yeah, you're welcome, Thunders. I'ma check if someone else is streaming as well. Because I generally just want to see if someone else is streaming. If not, I'm just gonna close down the stream and pass out. Oh, there's a lot of delay? That is probably because of me. It's fine. Yeah, it's most likely because of me. Yeesh. Oh yeah, it's most definitely because of my side. I can tell. I have the machine to tell me. Oh wait, I'm gonna check some files. Seem like there's anything there. Oh. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, well, seems like no one's online. I'm gonna check this thing out a little bit before going. That's really interesting. Scratch disk, do not store some permanent, blah 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 power. Want a suggestion for a raid? Sure.
File, copy text from disposable drive. Client. Oh, are they online right now? Timeline, kids and Internet model. Migration, share Monday, medium Roblox. Visual renders. Assistant variable tampering timestamps. Wait, what? Parsing through thought patterns. No. Excessive server time needed. Meeting over time. You know who went. Too many tangents again. Be assertive and stay focused. What? Wait, what? I was already in those. Wait, why is Monica's file so big? Why is yours the shortest? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm not gonna go peeking in the files too much anymore. Thank you for coming to stream. And yeah, I'm gonna raid that person. Just hold on a second. I need to do a little thing with my computer so that I can do this properly. Okay. Okay. Now let me do something real quick. This is... okay, yeah. Please, enjoy the music. Ooh, horror games. We love that for the spooky season. Ah, shit. I accidentally clicked a button, which is going to make my computer slower. Great. Button, please don't mess me up. Oh, weather. Why is everything going wrong? Get out. Please, computer, please just work.
Oh boy, is my computer having a stroke. Hold on a moment. Okay. Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. As I said, thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for watching. I will be playing more Doki Doki Literature Club later. For now, see ya.